Ring walk Danny in Las Vegas here with 135-pound title contender Jamaine Ortiz. Champ, how you feeling?
Feeling good, man.
In town for a few days. Obviously, had a Venom shoot, but how's Vegas treating you? The cold weather.
It wasn't what I expected. I came from the cold, so coming back to some more cold, it didn't really work out too well. But we here.
Was it too much colder in Massachusetts, or it's almost the same?
I feel like it's almost the same right
Yeah,
now.
man, that's
There was a little bit of snow when I left, but I'm not gonna say exactly the same. It's a little bit warmer than it is over there.
Yeah.
Probably by 10 degrees.
Yeah, we've had snow 3 times in the last month. 4 times in the last month.
That's not normal, is it?
Not normal at all. It snowed twice in like the last 7 years I've lived here, bro. It's crazy. But obviously in Vegas, about to head out. Glad I was able to catch you, man. It's been a minute. We last saw you in the ring October against Lomachenko. Gave him a hell of a fight. A lot of people question whether or not you pulled it off. Many feel that you did. But having this time to reassess and obviously go back and watch the fight and kind of look at things, how do you feel on the performance?
Performance, you can always pick it up, you know? You can always pick it up, the performance. I definitely learned a lot. I still, after rewatching it, I still believe I won the fight. But there's a lot of things that I learned from it. So everything happens for a reason, because now for the next one, I'm going to be a lot better, a lot smarter, have that experience under my belt, and makes me more dangerous.
What would you say is the biggest takeaway outside of the ring that you got from that fight? So nothing really boxing related, but just your biggest takeaway that you took from that experience.
Oh, man. That's tough to say. I would say, shit. Outside the ring, what was my biggest takeaway?
Because, I mean, that was the fight of your career. Biggest fight, biggest fight of your life. Obviously.
But mentally, I always prepared for that. Mentally, I always knew that was going to happen. Mentally, when I first turned pro, like, my eyes were already set that I was going to fight Lomachenko. So
really?
Yeah, because at the time, he was pound-for-pound champion, one of my favorite fighters, number one in the world. And me setting goals for myself, I'm like, I want to be pound-for-pound champion. I want to be the best in the world, and he's the guy. And I really liked him. So I always said it. My coach used to say it all the time. And this was 6-7 years ago. So it's all about visualizing and knowing what's going to happen. Like Dude was saying here, you know, it's just about mentally preparing yourself for these things to happen, you know, meditating on what's going to happen. And I felt super confident, maybe a little too confident. You know, at least for my part, I felt very confident. But outside,
I gotta ask you, bro. I gotta ask you because maybe this is me overlooking, but people like me, and there's just people like that'll say, "Yo, he didn't take the glasses off during the face-off." Was that like even anything that crossed your mind, or was it something you just happened to have them on? And
I just had them on. You know, when I'm cutting weight, I don't really like how I look because I got like them raccoon-looking eyes, all black. So it's like I don't like to look like I'm sucked up, you know, even though everybody knows. And then, you know, I just ended up taking them off. You know, Loma gave me like a he lifted up his shoulders a little bit, and I'm like, it's a face-off, you know, you're right. Let me stare down in your eyes. Because usually in every face-off, you looking dude in the eyes.
Right.
I wasn't really paying attention too much, and I noticed, so I took them off after.
Yo, outside of the ring, though, I've seen, you know, you've been in the Middle East quite a bit, and you tell me off camera you're headed back.
Yeah.
What's life in Dubai like, champ? Because I'm not going to say I'm jealous at all, but definitely living through you and, man, so many other fighters that just been out there look so dope. How's that been? It seems like you got a spot out there, right?
I got an Airbnb out there that I rent with a partner of mine. You know, looking to probably get a place there in the near future. But I love it out there. My lifestyle, my training. I have a meal prep company over there that provides me with food. So a lot of things are very accessible to me when it comes to training, and I'll probably end up making some training camps out there in the near future.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, depending if I fight out there, if I fight in Saudi, we'll see what happens. But I really enjoy it out there. Not just for the way of living, but also for the amenities they have, the training that I usually don't get up northeast.
So what were some of those amenities like? Because obviously the Middle East is known for having money, and now we see the huge push that they're making. You mentioned Saudi. We just saw the big fight between Jake and Tommy, and they make it clear they're here to stay. They're here to make bigger fights. They're here to make the biggest fights, they're saying. So, you know, how excited and how open would you be to, you know, expand your career in the Middle East?
I'm very open to it, and I would like to expand myself to the Middle East. I feel very welcoming every single time I'm out there. I'm welcomed with open arms all the time. I make a lot of connections, and I'm trying to fight as soon as possible out there. You know, I think it will be good. They're trying to make themselves a little hub for boxing, like how Las Vegas is in the United States. I don't think it would be like the United States, but they want to bring the biggest entertainment there, and I see them doing that.
Yeah, shit. I'm excited. Make the big fights happen.
I think they was talking about buying the WWE because what's the dude's owner of the WWE? He's selling it.
But champ, obviously it's been a couple months since October, like I was saying. That being said, what's cooking, bro? Do we have a date?
No date, no opponent, but man, I'm looking for a fight. So any of y'all, anybody trying to fight, I know there's a lot of the top guys that already got booked up, they're already on schedule, and I'm really not trying to wait. I'm ready for late April, May. I'm ready to get
that Loma card. You willing to step in? May 20th.
Put me on that Loma card. Put me on that Haney and Loma card, please. I'll steal the show.
You'll steal
I'll
the
steal
show.
The show. I think that's one of my things. Like every fight I've had, you know, even in the past, whatever undercard or whatever it is, I'm one of the topics of the fight. I feel like I try to make myself an entertaining fight all the time for the fans, and I just try to demonstrate skill. I just try to have a fun fight.
Bro, it's been so long that I need names at this point. Like, who could step into the ring with Jamaine Ortiz? Because it's like...
I think a good fight, right, that at least that's open, that I don't know who got a fight, is George Kambosos. I don't know if I seen something about Maxie Huey, the IBO world champion.
Yeah, I've heard rumors. You know? That... But from my understanding, he is no longer the IBO champion. No. I'm pretty sure he vacated that belt in order to get ranking in the IBF. So I'm like 90% sure on that he vacated to get ranking.
I don't know who else is available. You probably know more about. You guys know more about.
Yo, a lot of guys booked up right now, but obviously, and I'm glad this wasn't the case, truthfully. But Shakur moving up, I am glad you didn't. I don't know if it was officially offered to you, but I'm glad you didn't take that fight.
It wasn't, but I'm willing to fight, man. My thing is here in this sport, I want to build legacy. You know,
coming off the Lomachenko fight, you not getting off.
My team, me personally, I want to fight. You know, I let the team, I let other people do their job in the sense of what they think is best for me on how to move the career. Obviously, we want to get compensated well. We want to build up these fights, but I want to build legacy. That's my goal. My goal is to be the best fighter I can be, train the hardest I can train, and to build legacy.
With that being said, obviously the world title is still the goal. Devin Haney has all of those. It looks like him and Loma going at it May 20th. How do you see that fight playing out? You just getting out of the ring with Loma.
I think it would be a different fight than what people seen with me and Loma. My only concern is with Lomachenko is what that would be his concern was probably the power, the bigger guys. I really think that Lomachenko, even though he's been world champion, he's fought tall guys, big guys, all that. I just feel like he could be a little bit hesitant when it comes to them bigger, stronger.
Natural 35
Yeah,
pounders.
natural 135 that kind of doesn't let him be Loma where he walks in and makes people miss because he's trying to maybe pay attention to what he might get hit with, you know. That's the only thing. But Devin got a good jab, and if he keeps that jab pumping like he did with Kambosos, I kind of did that with Lomachenko throughout the fight, just keeping him at bay with the jab. I could kind of see it going towards Devin.
Now, obviously, you still want that shot at the titles. The world seems to believe that this is it for Devin. Like, you know, he's been at 35 his whole career. We kind of saw him look a little bit dry on the scale in the last one. His father seems to think different. He says he'll defend the titles for the rest of the year. Says that his son will be champion the rest of the year. So would you, maybe you and Shakur after, could we set something like that up? Because he's aligned through the WBC, so would you be willing to do like a final eliminator to guarantee a shot at a title shot?
Yeah, I think that would be great. You know, like back in the old days, what was it, the Muhammad Ali trophy, the 6-man?
Oh,
yeah,
anything.
You know,
they've done the World Boxing
but
Super Series and the Super 6.
You know, we call a lot of titles nowadays. We see a lot of title eliminators, and then they don't get title eliminator shots. I mean, they don't get title shots after. But definitely, I'm willing to fight Shakur for a title eliminator to get the shot at the title.
Yo, that's crazy you say that, because I totally agree. Erickson Lubin, I feel like, is a great example. He kept fighting after he lost to Charlo, kept fighting eliminator after eliminator until it was like he lost. Like, but my man's
eliminators you gonna fight,
bro. He was like on his 4th or 5th one. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? So you're definitely right. We've had numerous presidents of the sanctioning bodies on recently, and we've told them like, yo, if these guys are turning down the fights, why are they in the rankings? Like, the point is, you move up the rankings, you fight the eliminator to get a shot at the title. If that's not happening, then what we doing?
Yeah, exactly. Even Jermaine Ortiz, how many title eliminators hasn't he fought for? Like, how many fights ago did he not fight for a title eliminator?
And now, the last one, it's like, oh, now he's an interim. But it's like, guess what? He's still not fighting Spence next, so what are we talking about? Yeah, no, I mean, it's a business. I tell people, and I think, I forget who says this famous line, but they say, yo, it is a sport disguised as a business. Yeah. You know, that's what this is, but champ is...
Yeah, this is one of the businesses, the old school business, and it hasn't really changed much besides the marketing aspect of it. But the way it's run in the background, it's still the same.
So how much more time before you get a date? Like, I mean...
Bro, I'm on here in Vegas, like, yo, Bob, Aaron, Carl, like, let me know what's up ASAP, but I'm trying to, I don't know.
Did you meet with anybody from Top Rank?
No.
While you were here, no?
No. Franco, I think, was trying to set that up, but a little last minute with it.
Well, hopefully, you know, hopefully something like that presents itself soon, because, you know, you definitely put on great fights, and obviously we want to see you back in there. The fans want to see you back in there.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, at first it was like, nah, don't take the Shakur fight. Yo, you just lost. Yo, get one off, and then, you know, then take... But now it's like, well, fuck, he about to fight, and you still ain't got one off, and it's like... You right, bro. A lot of these other guys got fights scheduled.
I ain't got a fight scheduled. I got a fight, obviously. You know, and obviously by the time Shakur fights again, it's not like, well, unless he fights in 2 months from April, well, May, June, unless he fights in June, he's probably have to get another fight. We're gonna have to wait till like September.
I mean, yeah,
I'm not waiting all that time.
Yeah, but I'm sure if you could get a fight in May, he fighting beginning of April, you fighting, bro.
Yeah,
September, October, you know, y'all can make that shit happen for sure. What about I'm trying to think, what's the dude was it Nakatilia?
Yeah.
I heard
been trying to get that fight since last year.
And no, I'm hearing they won't even get back to you.
No, we've been trying to get that fight since last year. I was supposed to fight him before I fought Loma. That's why when I fought Loma, I had a long training camp, because I was supposed to fight him, and they just dodging shit.
Well, Jamaine, hopefully something gets made soon, bro. Have fun in Dubai.
Nah, it's not fun. It's all work.
All business?
It's all business. It's all work. Train. I don't say anything's ever really a vacation. It's always a traincation. I'll say the only real vacation I took was I brought my daughter to Disney World and just really spent that whole week one-on-one with her and dedicated all my time to her. That was the only, like, break I had. But everything else is straight work.
No, that's what's up, man, and that's needed, especially for the family. That your children. Those are times you can't get back, bro. So you gotta create those memories really quick. Curiosity, I see Michel Rivera over there with you now. Taking him to Dubai to train.
I think he might come, and not next week, but in the near future.
Okay.
He'll be out there with me too. But yeah, I think he's gonna do training camp with me this time.
How's that been, having another top guy near close to your weight to get some work with, and just learn a few things from, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's good. We bounce things off of each other. And two people coming from two different places, two different methods of training and stuff, and coming together and just making each other better. It's good when you have somebody at your kind of level of competition, where in the gym you can kind of have somebody to push you, or vice versa, you push them, and it's a little bit of healthy competition. I think competition is great, and when you can have that healthy spirit, it's just gonna excel you in whatever you do.
For sure. But Champ, let the fans know where to follow you, keep up with you, and definitely, obviously, keep an eye out for that fight announcement to come.
Yes, sir. Soon. It's gonna happen soon. Follow me on Instagram, Jamaine Ortiz. Twitter, Jamaine Ortiz with an R in the end. Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I got that weight cut video. You seen that weight cut video I posted on YouTube?
Nah, I gotta go check it out. That was for the Loma fight?
I combined 3.
Oh, okay.
I combined 3 with the Herring, Albright, and Loma. I just feel like before, a lot of people want to search up information on cutting weight, and there's not a lot of content on YouTube for you. A lot of times you will see UFC fighters cutting weight and baths and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of UFC fighters.
So I've been holding on to that content, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Everybody knows the same regimen for all the fighters. They ain't no much different. There's a lot of information out now, so I just threw out my weight cuts.
And that's on YouTube.
That's on YouTube.
Yo, shout out to you, man, because a lot of these fighters now these days, they doing OnlyFans and shit. They tapping our pockets. Dazn them went up. Everybody just getting in our pockets. You giving out the sauce, the gold, the content for free. So shout out to you, champ. Yeah, so let me get your thoughts. It seems like it's official. April 22nd. Tank Ryan. Who you got?
Man, I think it's not gonna go to decision. It's gonna end in a knockout. I like Davis on the fight, but you can't count. I like Ryan Garcia got that good stiff jab, so I think it's gonna depend a lot on the referee. If there's a referee who's gonna let him do that stiff jab, and keep it out there, it's gonna be tough on Davis. But then if you got a referee that's not allowing that, Davis is gonna be able to get in and do his thing.
So you could see Ryan knocking Tank out.
If the referee lets him do that stiff arm shit and then comes with that check hook, probably brings him down. I think he'll get up. I think he'll go down, but I think he'll get up.
If you had to put your money on it.
Nah, I don't bet on boxing.
If you had to put your hair on it.
I don't cut. I don't play with my hair. I need a good barber right now.
Champ.
All right, you want me to pick one? I'm gonna go with shit. Damn.
Who wins and how?
It's gonna end the knockout.
So you saying who is getting the knockout?
You know what? To be honest, shit. All right. I'm gonna just make this short. I'm gonna go with Davis.
Tank by knockout.
It's tough though.
Yo, the lead up was great, champ. Thank you so much for the pick. But we appreciate you and look forward to having you back and hopefully seeing you back in the ring soon, champ.
We'll be soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
YouTube family, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.